You know, there's some dangerous parallels between South Africa back then and South Africa right now. It's almost like the Bible was right when it said, there's no new generation under the sun. No new generation. There's nothing new that we're experiencing, nothing new that we are seeing right now. And I know y'all may draw your conclusions and be like, okay, Martin, it's obvious. We had the apartheid. I'm not going to reference apartheid because you all seem to love it.
You always said apartheid. Yes, we have an apartheid, and I know you said it's off books and it's still available, and inequality and racial segregation, sort of.
No, I'm talking about deep things. Watch me, bro. South Africa will collapse if the government doesn't make decisions to restore confidence and to take action against the country's decline. Somebody said this, I don't know, but I think he's the former CEO or the former high position in Eskom. He said something about how South Africa is literally repeating a history.
The former CEO of Eskom, Andre de Ruyter, has warned of a possible collapse in South Africa if decisions are not made against the country's decline. At a BizNews investment conference, de Ruyter said, "Sadly, our talented young people see little chance of making their future in this country. An even greater number head for more stable and lucrative destinations, depriving South Africa of much-needed talent for our growing economy."
And I read through the article and I kind of understood what this man was trying to say. But then I couldn't help but think about our past and to draw some parallels. And I literally wrote down everything here because I want to deliver this in a way that makes sense. Actually, it's so that it makes sense for me when I'm editing, you know, because yeah.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
Anyways, if you think about the economic stagnation and decline, back then and now, the economy faced a recession between 1989 and 1990. The real GDP growth for the year was around 2%, down from 3.5% in 1998. In 1989, the decline was exacerbated by sanctions, corruption, systemic failure in energy, rail, ports, drug cartel, state of capture. Unemployment is killing us. There's no GDP growth. The government is broke. We hear this every single day, day in, day out. But our leaders are making millions, which is always going to be confusing for me. If you think about the political violence and instability in South Africa, these are just a few topics I'm going to look into. I can't get into everything because then I'm going to get caught.
Okay.
In late 1980s, South Africa saw intense political violence, often state-sponsored and proxy warfare. And for those who don't know what proxy warfare is, I also didn't know. I did a bit of research, you know, because I care for you. And I feel like if someone cares for somebody, they're going to try and ensure that they understand everything as much as they can.
Why are you gay?
That's gay. A proxy warfare is armed conflict where two powers support opposing sides in conflict. So when two opposition supports the opposing sides, but the fight is not directly, so it usually involves the third party. If you think about what's happened, I don't know if it's the same thing with DRC. I should stop shitting on DRC, honestly. Think about the deaths that we're facing back then. Think about the deaths we're still facing now, bro. It's think about the violent crimes we're facing now, plaguing our countries. Murder, Ketmatlala, sporadic, large-scale civil unrest, etc., etc. I don't know, I read somewhere, I think South Africa is reaching all-time new heights in death cases via murder and all these things. It's the reason why I said South Africa is always going to lead in nonsense. You're always going to lead and trend in nonsense. But that's not why I'm here. Back then, violence was primarily political in nature. Today, it's driven by socio-economic factors. I'm not going to get into that. I feel like it's self-explanatory. If you think about international isolation and reputation right now, back then it was subject to South Africa was subject to international sanctions, boycotts because of the whites. So we're basically sanctioned economically, culturally, sports. Think about how we're sanctioned from the Commonwealth, or excluded from Commonwealth Games, Olympics, all these things. World Cup, I think. I can't say corruption is killing us internationally now, can I? I would imagine that other countries are looking at us and thinking, nah, this country is not reliable. It's better off corruption. Because if corruption has found its way to infiltrate every single sector, who's to say that if it gets into an international state, it's not going to affect everybody else? These people are powerful. In 1989, isolation was a moral condemnation leading to disinvestment. Today, isolation is an investor strike. People are leaving because of Odada, Cyril Ramaphosa, and Helen Zille. They stole his sofa candy. They were stealing millions. funny. The most parallel or most powerful parallel we're experiencing right now, and one thing we've seen before this 1980 apartheid, is the loss of faith in the governing elite. The country doesn't give about the government anymore, bro. They don't trust nobody, and I'm the same. I don't trust anybody, bro. Malema can say a lot of things that a lot of people agree with. I personally don't trust him. I'm sorry. Because who do we know? Who is a puppet? Who can we say this is a puppet, and who can we look at and think, nah, he's not? You know what I'm saying? Can you trust President Cyril Ramaphosa to do the right thing? I mean, I don't know about you, but I just feel like the way stuff is happening right now, he's not really in power. Helen Zille saying a lot of things, saving Joburg. I don't trust her. I don't trust Helen Zille. I don't trust Gayton McKenzie. I don't trust anybody. Is history repeating itself though? Let's wait and see. Hey, the fuck you mean wait and see? We gotta do something. Let's wait and see. Wait and see, that's bullshit behavior. Hey, let's wait and see. I'm sorry y'all, we're not gonna wait and see. I feel like we gotta come up with solutions for how we're gonna save South Africa. But first, we gotta pray for South Africa. Because I'm telling you bro, this fight is spiritual for real. In 1989, the decline was X7.